So the last few weeks, there's been this big thing about the online porn industry and children being able to access it. And recently, BBC have been doing quite a lot about it on their news programs. And it's quite unfair how they've been doing it, really. They've got this guy here who's completely for making ISPs block the access to porn online. And you've got the other guy up here. He's a bit of a computer enthusiast. He knows what he's talking about. So am I. And speaking as someone who has gone through this kind of thing before, I've never had restrictions put on my computers, my network at all. I've been open to the internet. And I have to say, what these parents are coming up with is just complete bollocks. All they want to do is try and pass the blame around because they don't want to get involved in pornography. They don't want to teach their children about sex because they're just being embarrassed about it. To be honest, it's up to the parents to talk about this kind of thing. At the moment, they keep blaming it on the schools, they're blaming it on the internet providers for allowing kids to go on to websites. They're just not taking responsibility. You have to take responsibility of your child. It's not up to other people to take responsibility for your child. And they come on these shows like this and they start going on saying, oh, it's this person's fault, it's this provider's fault. It's not, it's their fault. If your child grows up to be, I don't know, go out and steal things and just be naughty, well, that's kind of your fault. You brought the child up in that way. You can't say, oh, my child became a sex addict because my internet provider did not block the porn that he was watching, or she. It's completely wrong to blame the networks and to blame the industry for this kind of thing. You need to take control of your child. Now, as I said earlier, I wasn't blocked when I was younger. I'm not blocked now. I'm never going to be. I've never had a problem with people going on, viewing on porn. It's people like going to view it, people do it. Parents do it. I don't see why parents keep trying to blame this on other people. They're just not taking responsibility, and it's completely stupid. There's a page over here, and this is Newsnight, and they were debating this a couple of weeks ago on the 20th of April, and I'm hoping this loads up. Basically, there's this woman who is who does a radio show on, I think it was live, channel 4-3. This is BBC UK, and she did a documentary about the porn industry and how it's freely available on the internet. Well, she's a mother, and she was horrified to find out that this woman here, she was horrified to find out about her children going on to pornography and viewing it. Well, she blamed it on other people. It's up to her to manage what her children are doing. She can't go, oh, here you go, you're in charge of my child, you're in charge of bringing it up. That's not how it works. You bring up your child, you don't put the responsibility and you don't put your child in other people's hands. So what they're doing is kind of bashing on the way of telling that the ISPs, your internet service provider, who provides you with the internet, they're saying that these people, they should be, well, the companies should be enforcing a barrier, basically not allowing children or certain people to go onto websites like porn or things to do with the Taliban and that kind of thing. And basically, this kind of thing can't be done. If that kind of thing you want, there has to be someone sitting there viewing exactly what you're doing and saying, is this appropriate or not? Yes or no. That, you're paying someone to do. That's not going to happen. You're not going to get that for 15 quid a month. So they're completely unrealistic at what they're saying. It's quite big in Parliament at the moment, and this is really just my argument against what these people are saying and going on about. Basically, they just don't have a flipping clue how things work, and they jump into these kind of things and they just don't know what they're doing. They think, oh, everything can be done by technology. Well, it can't. You can't get a computer to say, oh, is this appropriate for this age or not? And to be honest, kids are intelligent, well, hopefully intelligent enough to go out there and say, oh yes, this is pornography. This has been made for entertainment, it's not real. And if they don't, then that's the parents' fault for not bringing them up with intelligence. So, I don't know what to say. These people have no clue what they're doing. The presenters, yes, they're very good presenters, but they don't have a bloody clue in this kind of thing. They really shouldn't be broadcasting this on national television. It's not appropriate because they just don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're talking about, and they don't know what to say. They're just getting told in the earpiece to ask incriminating questions, trying to spark an argument, and then trying to close it again to make entertainment. This is a really bad way of doing news. I wish they would stop it. So, if you're a parent listening to this, and you're just like going, oh no, completely wrong. This should be this person's responsibility to block my child from doing this. Well, parents, it's your responsibility to bring up your child. It's not mine. It's not the guys in Parliament and the women. It's not the teachers. It's not the companies who provide your internet. It's your responsibility. There's software out there to stop this kind of thing going on. But kids are going to be kids and try and get around it. That's going to happen. If you don't want your kid going on a bad website, you sit with them and moderate what they go on. And you watch what they're doing. It's not up to someone else to do that for you. It's up to you. Take responsibility. Flipping idiots.